Hooray, class! Welcome to English 385, Studies in Non-Western Literature, Caribbean Literature. I'm so glad you have decided to take this exciting class. I'm going to introduce you to some of the fantastic places we may visit through literature this term. The Caribbean. Map of the islands and mainland. The Caribbean has an estimated 40 million people. Only about 2% of the islands are inhabited, though. So far, it has produced 4 Nobel laureates, including 2 in literature, Derek Walcott of St. Lucia and V.S. Naipaul of Trinidad and Tobago. Not surprisingly, parts of all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were filmed in the Caribbean. The Bahamas. The Bahamas is composed of 700 different islands, but only 30 are inhabited. The deepest blue hole in the world is here too. Belize. Flag of Belize. Belize is the only Central American country where English is the official language. However, you will still hear a mixture of Creole, Spanish, Garifuna, and Mayan languages being spoken on the street. Barbados. Flag of Barbados. Barbados is the only place outside the United States that George Washington traveled to. The capital city is Bridgetown. Bridgetown and its garrison are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. St. Kitts and Nevis. Flag of St. Kitts. When Christopher Columbus discovered the island, he named it after his patron saint, St. Christopher. Later it was shortened to St. Kitts, his nickname. It was considered the mother colony of the West Indies. Christopher Columbus also named the other island Nevis because it looked like a snow-capped mountain, and the Spanish word for snow is Nevis. These 2 islands are the Caribbean's oldest colonized territories. Trinidad and Tobago. Flag of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is the home of the largest carnival in the Caribbean. Tobago was the film location for Disney's 1960 Swiss Family Robinson. The limbo dance was invented here as well, originally as a dance performed at wakes. Cuba. Flag of Cuba. Cuba is the largest of all islands in the Caribbean. The country also includes more than 4,000 other much smaller islands and keys. Dance is very important in Cuba, the birthplace of classic dance styles like the bolero, mambo, and cha-cha. Ernest Hemingway wrote For the Whom the Bell Tolls and The Old Man and the Sea when he lived in Cuba. Puerto Rico. Flag of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a United States colony and has been controlled by us since 1898. Puerto Rico has nearly 300 miles of beaches. Bacardi rum is based out of Puerto Rico. The Dominican Republic. Flag of the Dominican Republic. Currently, it is the most visited Caribbean island annually, with over 4 million visitors. The Dominican Republic fought for its independence from Spain, Haiti, and even the United States. Santo Domingo is North and South America's first capital city, the site of the first Catholic Church, first university, and hospital. Director Francis Ford Coppola filmed scenes of The Godfather Part 2 in the Dominican Republic's capital city, Santo Domingo. Haiti. Flag of Haiti. Haiti is the world's first black republic, founded by Toussaint Louverture in 1804. Haiti is the second oldest independent nation in the Western Hemisphere after the United States. The official languages of Haiti include French and Haitian Creole. Canada is the only other independent nation in the Americas that has French as an official language. Author, statesman, and former slave Frederick Douglass was the U.S. ambassador to Haiti from 1889 to 1891. Guyana. Flag of Guyana. Guyana is an Amerindian word that means land of many waters. Guyana is considered the only English-speaking country in South America. Over 40% of the population is of East Indian descent, in large part to the importation of indentured servants by the British after the abolition of the slave trade. The Virgin Islands. Flags of the Virgin Islands. There are 2 sets of the Virgin Islands, each a territory of the United States and of Great Britain. Nicknames for the U.S. islands are Rock City for St. Thomas, Love City for St. John, and Twin City for St. Croix. The U.S. purchased the islands from Denmark for $25 million in 1916 and 1917. The British Virgin Islands consist of the main islands of Tortola, Virgin Gorda, Anegada, and Joseph Van Dyke, along with over 50 other smaller islands and keys. Columbus named the beautiful islands the Virgins in reference to the legendary beauty of St. Ursula and her 11,000 virgins. Jamaica. Flag of Jamaica. Jamaica has the most churches per square mile of any country in the world, with over 1,600 churches all over Jamaica. Jamaica was the first Caribbean nation to gain independence from the British Commonwealth in 1962. Jamaica has had an internal self-governance years before it became an independent nation. Jamaica is also the birthplace of Rastafari, an Afro-Caribbean spiritual and political movement that came into existence in the 1930s based on the teachings of Marcus Garvey. The Jamaican flag is the only flag in the world that doesn't share any of the colors of the American flag. I hope you've learned some fun facts and cool flags. Hooray, class!